So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you about how to process a heartbreak, a breakup, and how to start your healing journey from it. And I think this is such an important topic, and it's good to get different point of views and processes, right? And methods on how to heal from a breakup because if we don't genuinely do this, if we don't really heal from a very painful breakup and just a toxic romantic relationship situation, the next relationship you get into, it's not going to be any better. The same things and events and experiences will happen just with a different face. Okay. So if you're brand new to my channel, my name is Nikki McMillan. I'm a life and relationship coach for women. I've been coaching women, helping women on their healing personal development journey for a little over 6 years now. I love what I do, and I love doing these videos. And my goal always is that you're taking away at least one good thing from each video you watch. So let's go ahead and dive into this one today, how to really heal from a breakup, how to process it maturely, right? Effectively, and how to start healing from it and no longer repeating these patterns in the future, in your future romantic relationship. So here's the first thing. You're not going to like this, but I'm just going to share it anyway. Commit to being single for the next close to 12 months. 9 to 12 months, commit to being single. Especially, this is very important, especially if you are someone who is a serial dater. Like you cannot stand being alone. You're always in relationship, always doing something with somebody. It's very important for you to learn how to be single, have no intimate, romantic, sexual relationship of any kind with anybody. Why is this important? Because you cannot have distraction get in the way of you processing your hurt. That, by the way, isn't just from this breakup, my love, but it's from this conditioning and programming that most likely came from your childhood to where you don't feel worthy or good enough for healthy, respectful, genuine love in the first place. So the reason why it's so important for you to be single for up to a year is because you need to do some of your inner healing work. You need to learn how to reparent yourself. You want to learn how to start showing up as this partner to yourself that you've never had in your relationships. And you're going to need time to do that. You're going to need time to go through the grieving process in the beginning. And then you're going to need time to start doing these self-loving acts, these creating these habits of learning how to be with yourself, learning how to enjoy your own company, learning how to date yourself. All right, really embodying that. And then you're going to need some time on getting clear on, okay, what is it that you want moving forward in relationship and really just in your life in general from this day forward. So that's why I say up to a year is because you need time to process all of the bad stuff that has happened, all of the heartbreak, not just from this relationship, but also from childhood. So you can really start rediscovering your true self-worth and who you truly are. Okay. So number one is get okay with being single for quite a while. And then you're not just, sitting there being single, being by yourself. That's not what's happening. During this time of being not in relationship, I don't even want to say being single, but during this time of not being in relationship, you are going to start learning how to be with these uncomfortable feelings. You're going to learn how to be with these feelings of heartbreak, of betrayal, of discomfort, of really sitting with your feelings without distracting yourself with another man, okay, to numb out the feelings or for it to go away fast. You have to learn how to sit and be with your feelings, be with the emotion, and ride it all the way through, like the emotion of loneliness or the emotion of heartbreak. You have to learn how to sit and be with it, feel it until it moves out of your body. And well, how do I sit with it? How do I be with it? How do I really process it and move it through certain exercises, through just doing this very basic, simple, which seems to be very, very hard for people. I shouldn't say seems to be because it was hard for me too. Because I'm like, how's that going to help? But you want to just start doing some writing exercises, pen to paper, and just brain dumping, doing an emotional release right of all the things you're feeling. I'm so sad. I'm so pissed off. Why did this happen to me? I feel worthless. I feel disposable. I just want to be loved. I give so much love. I care so much about other people. How come people don't care the same about me? I hate being, just get it all out, all the thoughts and feelings. And you're going to do that, I would say, for a couple of weeks. Yep, for a couple of weeks, because you got to clear your head and get out all of these beliefs and these concepts of yourself, of people, how the world works, how relationship works with you. You got to get all this stuff out of your head, out of your brain, so you can make space for truth, for what you really are worthy of, for what you really are capable of, for what you really, for truth, for concepts and beliefs of, this is who I really am. This is what I'm really interested in. This is what I really want. You know what I mean? Like, if you have so much clutter in your head of heartbreak, of betrayal, of resentment, of anger, you don't have space for truth, that you really are worthy, that you really are lovable, that you really are valuable, that you really can do this, can create this, that you really are capable of doing this. This is possible. Okay. So you need time, weeks, maybe even a couple months or more to just clear out this programming and conditioning. Okay. This is one of the things that I teach my clients. That's probably, I mean, we go heavy in on this like the first month of our coaching, but we're not just brain dumping. While you're brain dumping, you also want to be putting in new information, new ideas and perspectives. But you want to do this in a way that doesn't feel like too much work. And that's where I love introducing reading personal development books, reading a book on how to love you first, how to put you first while you're doing all of this purging of heartache and pain and betrayal. Because reading is very simple. Like, you're already doing a lot of work, because when you're in a place of like just feeling paralyzed from your being in so much emotional pain, you're doing all this, getting all this out. But I then don't want you to have to go and do all this other, work, homework, to where it's even more writing. It's be gentle, be easy on yourself, purge, but then simultaneously just read with a relaxing glass of wine, hot cup of tea, at the park to where it's really peaceful and you hear a stream. You're just reading for whenever you can, whenever you're not working, whenever you have time, morning, afternoon, maybe for you, evening. So you're purging, but then you're getting new, truthful, different perspectives in a good way, empowering information in your brain, in your head, that you haven't had, that hasn't been your experience, that society isn't encouraging you to do. Okay. Give me just a second here. All right. So that's the first thing, right? Being single, committing to, no matter what, staying single for up to a year. 2, brain dumping, getting all of these negative thoughts, not just negative, but just BS, just crap, just lies. Okay. Out. Okay. Brain dumping out, emotional release writing, brain dumping out on here. And then you're going to get a book. The book I really like, it's not up there on my shelf. It's actually on my nightstand because I like reflecting back to it. It's called Choose Me Before We, and it's by Christine Arylo. I love this book. It's the book that I send to all my clients once they enroll to sign up with me as their coaching gift, and especially my clients that come to me and we're working on the romantic relationship stuff. They get that, and they get a journal, and they read it. They read it, and if they're not reading it, and they're coming to a coaching session upset, like, I feel better, but not as good as I was. I asked, how's your reading going? Well, I haven't really done or had time. Well, you need to start doing it. Just a little side thing. Can you tell it was a recent conversation with a client? Okay. All right. And then after you're doing that for a couple of weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks, maybe a little more, now you're going to start really working on the tools of rediscovering your self-worth and your self-confidence and building your self-esteem. Tools to where you have to be very committed and intentional and focused on doing this inner work, this mindset work. And I'm not going to get too much into that in this video today because it's a lot. It's what I teach in my signature program, A Confident Woman Unleashed. You're more than welcome to learn more about that on my website if that speaks to you. And you can book in a free 30-minute clarity call. We can have a conversation if you're at a point where you want to work with a coach at this time to help you on your healing journey, personal development journey. Okay, my website's below. It's really simple, though. It's just my name, NikkiMcMillan.com. All right, but I just wanted to give you this starter on how to start processing and healing effectively, like productively, maturely from a breakup. Okay, so I hope that you are taking away at least one valuable point here that I'm sharing today, and that you consider implementing it, applying it into your life, like right now. If you are that person, if you are someone who is fresh out of a breakup, or maybe it's not even that fresh, but you feel stuck, you feel paralyzed with emotional pain, like try this, give it a shot. Especially if you haven't already. Okay. Love yourself enough to show up for yourself and to do this inner work to see what happens. All right. Okay, so that's it for today. If this was helpful, please let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. Like I said before, if you are interested in having that support and accountability and just that guidance on your healing personal development journey, someone to take your hand, walk you through step by step by step, I would love to help you with that. You can learn more on how to work with me in A Confident Woman Unleashed, my 90-day signature program. Visit my website, learn more. Tons of honest and good reviews on my website from women I've helped over the years. There's more about my personal journey, my background, right? What qualifies me to help you in this journey. So I share a lot about my personal past and how I got to doing what I'm doing today. And there's also the 8 steps that I break down for my program, A Confident Woman Unleashed. Okay. And then there's a link to book in a free 30-minute clarity call if you're ready to get some help and support, so you're not going through this alone. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Okay. Bye.